local police commission and a statewide task force both trying to achieve the same thing. They want to bring awareness and change to something called unconscious bias, something that has been a hot topic since shootings like Tamir Rice. But what exactly does it mean? The Now's Lauren Wilson finds out.
Going through weeks of research, Anthony Body prepares himself on the topic for the next Cleveland Community Police Commission meeting.
I've been reading up on it. We see young or just African-American males in general affected by implicit bias as it relates to how officers approach the situation.
Implicit or unconscious bias is a set of positive or negative mental attitudes that you're not fully aware of.
We all may feel as if we're not biased or that we're consciously aware, but we're not.
Dr. Ronnie Dunn is a member of the Governor's Community Policing Task Force and wrote part of his book on this topic. He says unconscious bias played out more recently in officer-civilian relationships is just a small window into a bigger picture.
I think we have reached a critical tipping point in the life of this nation wherein we have to address these issues.
Science shows us that we all carry these unconscious biases, and there's even a test online where we can explore what those are. It's a tool both initiatives will use as a reference. Dr. Dunn says the test is a good starting point to enact change.
Research has shown that once we become aware of these unconscious biases, there are mechanisms and things that can be done to help offset them from impacting our decision making.
Like Dr. Dunn, Anthony says he's determined to move the conversation about what it is to how we can change.
Effective training, effective techniques to deal with the de-biasing of some of these unconscious biases that we have in our minds. What I'm trying to do is about allowing officers to see African-American males in a different light.
Both Anthony and Dr. Dunn will meet with their separate groups at the start of the year to discuss the next steps on this topic. Now, when it comes to truly moving things into action, I spoke with a policy manager of ACLU who says conquering something like unconscious bias is more of an uphill battle than what some may realize.
So it's not as easy as let's meet and make it happen. For a country that's had centuries and centuries of practices that negatively impact people of color, particularly African American people, and those practices are still very much alive today, it's going to be a lot of hard work, very intentional work that we have to work with.
As always, we'll bring you the latest on both groups' efforts as they progress into the new year. For the Now, I'm Lauren Wilson.